Hi guys. So welcome back to talking about plants. So we are going to talk about how a tree adapts today. So what I mean by adapts is how it changes for its environment. Okay, so we are going to think about trees in our community. Okay, we live in a temperate climate, right? We live where there's forests. So our leaves have to adapt to the different temperatures. Can you guys name the 4 different seasons that we have? Yell them nice and loud. What are the 4 seasons that we have? Good. Spring, summer, fall, awesome. And what's the last one? Winter. So our trees have to live through 4 different seasons. Okay, do you guys know what season we're in right now? Good, we're in spring. Do you know why we're in spring? How can you tell? Look at the trees. Okay, look out your window, pause it. How can you tell that we are in spring? What about the trees tells you we're in spring? Wow, I heard a lot of friends say it. We know we're in spring because the trees are starting to bloom again. Okay, it's starting to regrow their leaves and their flowers and their buds. Okay, so there's buds on the tree. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna read about why do leaves change color. Okay, so what season do we see our trees change color in? Good, fall. So in the fall, our leaves change to be pretty colors like this. I personally love when leaves change because it's beautiful, but otherwise they're what color? Good, green, otherwise they're green. Okay, so now, do you guys have an idea why the leaves change color? I heard some really good guesses. So let's read to find out. Look at the leaves. It's autumn, so fall, and leaves are turning yellow and red and gold and brown. Each type of tree has its own kind of leaves. The colors of autumn leaves differ from tree to tree. Some oak leaves may be brown or yellow, while maple leaves turn bright red. Clap once if you guys have ever seen a red leaf. Wow, that was a loud clap. Yeah, I've seen red leaves too. Leaves come in different sizes and shapes as well as colors. Some leaves are wide and others narrow. Some have points while others may be rounded. How many different kinds can you find? Okay, how many different kinds of leaves do you see in here? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different kinds of leaves. And they all look different. Just a few weeks ago, all the leaves were green. Back in the spring, the tiny new leaves uncurled from their buds. The green color in the leaves helps them to absorb and hold sunlight. Chlorophyll gives the leaves their green coloring. Chlorophyll is a natural coloring called a pigment. Okay, so that's what our trees look like right now, right? They are starting to get some buds on them, or they've already started blooming, okay? Leaves are very important to a tree. They make a kind of sugar that is the tree's foods. Leaves need sunlight, water, and air to make this food. What do we call that? What did we talk about last week? Good, photosynthesis. I heard so many friends say it. The leaves work to feed the tree all summer long. The sugar is used by all parts of the tree: the leaves, the branches, the trunk, and the roots. The food or sugar helps the tree to grow. Extra sugar is stored in the leaves. In the fall, many things are changing. In many places, there is a change in the weather. There are changes in light and temperature. Inside the leaves, there'll be many changes too. All of these changes bring about the beautiful colors of fall. In the fall, there are fewer hours of sunlight each day. The change in light tells the tree to get ready for winter. Winter is a time for rest for the tree. When winter comes, the tree will have to survive with less water and sunlight. Because they don't have any what in the winter? Good, leaves. The tree begins to get ready for its winter rest. It needs very little food now, and the leaves stop to their work. The life of the leaves is almost at an end. The tree no longer needs them. When the leaves die, they fall from the tree. This will happen slowly over a number of weeks. As the leaves begin to separate from the tree, they will get less water. Without water, the leaves cannot make chlorophyll. The old chlorophyll begins to fade and the green color starts to disappear. So now we're in what season? Good, winter. Now other colors may be seen in the leaves. Other pigments have been in the leaves all along, but they were hidden by the dark green of the chlorophyll. Once the green color fades, the yellow and the orange pigments can be seen. These pigments give color to the leaves of birches, poplars, and elms. Some food, like bananas and carrots, get their natural yellow and orange coloring from the same pigments. They also give color to some flowers. Maybe you can think of some. Do you guys know any orange or yellow flowers? Good. Sunflower is a yellow flower. Great. Autumn leaves have other colors as well. The yellows and oranges have been in the leaves all along. Other pigments are made of the leaves begin to die. These new pigments are made from the extra sugar stored in the leaves. Sunlight causes the stored sugar to change to pigment. The new pigments make some leaves turn red, rust, or purple. The more sugar there is, the brighter the colors will be. Bright days and cool nights seem to bring out the best fall colors. Maple leaves get their red color from the new pigments. Many flowers and some foods, such as beets and radishes, get their color from the red pigments. The brilliant red of some leaves shows up only in the fall, when these pigments form. Some trees, like oaks, take tannin in the fall. Tannin is not a pigment, but it does color the leaves. Some oak leaves turn a rich brown color in autumn. See if you can find some. You may still be able to see some green coloring too. So obviously we can't find any right now because our trees are still blooming, okay? But in the fall, you should take a look for that. The changing color of autumn leaves is caused by changes in weather and light. This is why the colors are not the same every year. The best leaf colors usually come with lots of bright sunshine and crisp, clear nights. Too much rain can make the colors dull. An early frost will kill the leaves too soon. Evergreen trees, like pines and spruces, keep their leaves all year. But in cool climates, other trees must lose their leaves to survive in winter. So that's our climate, okay? Our trees lose their leaves in winter to survive. After the leaves have changed color, they are ready to separate from the tree. When they are just barely hanging on, a little bit of wind or rain will make them fall to the ground. In just a short time, the tree will begin to look bare. Piles of dead leaves collect under the tree. Some will blow away, others will be raked up. The leaves that are left will begin to rot. Over time, they will become part of the soil. Rotting leaves enrich the soil with minerals the tree needs to stay healthy. Raise your hand if you've ever had to rake up leaves. Wow, a lot of friends have. When the last of the leaves have fallen, the tree is ready for winter. During the cold weather, the tree will begin to be dormant and resting. New leaf buds have already formed. Next spring, they will open and begin to make food for the tree. But now, in fall, it's time to enjoy the colors of leaves. Beautiful autumn foliage cannot be seen everywhere. Only some places, such as New England, have displays of many colors. This is because the weather conditions are just right, and there are many different kinds of trees. So we have that climate that they're talking about, that we can have a beautiful fall because there are so many different types of leaves. Fall is time to have fun with leaves. It's time to take in sights and sounds of leaves. It's time for jumping into great piles of leaves, and then sometimes a time for raking them up. Fall is a time to get ready for winter. The trees are ready. Are you? I know I am not ready for winter because it's still spring, but it is cool to talk about how our trees adapt, okay? So what we're gonna do is you're gonna grab your notebook. So go ahead and take out your notebook and open up to a brand new page, okay? And you're going to draw a chart that looks like this. Pause your screen and draw this. You're gonna write Plants Day 26 at the top, and then I want you to make 4 boxes, one for each season, okay? One for each of the seasons in there. Okay, go ahead and do that now. And what you're going to do is we are going to draw trees in each of those seasons. Okay, so you can go ahead. We're going to start with summer first because this is the one where our leaves look the most normal. Okay, so you can go ahead and draw a tree. Okay, and our trees do they have a lot of leaves in the summertime? Good, yep, and they have a lot of green leaves. So I'm just gonna draw a nice big tree with lots of leaves. Okay, if you don't have the colors, that's fine. These are the colors I have for right now, so I don't have a green, but you would obviously color green. Okay, and maybe I'll write full of green leaves, and I'll make a little note on the side so that I know what it is. Okay, so go ahead and hit pause, do your summer tree. Okay, you guys will have time after this to go ahead and finish your tree. Okay, and then we're gonna go right to fall. So in the fall, what is going on with our trees? What do our trees look like? Good, our trees are starting to lose their leaves. Okay, so I might draw half of my tree to have those pretty green leaves or just leaves that are changing color. But then I might draw the other side to be bare branches. Okay. Okay, and then maybe I'll draw some leaves on there. Okay, use your imagination, guys. Obviously, these are going to be what colors? Orange and yellow and red. Okay, so maybe I'll write down here that the leaves are changing colors. Okay, so the leaves are changing colors. Okay, you guys can take some time and color these after, but let's just get through the different seasons. Okay, and the next one is going to be winter. So what is going on with our tree in winter time? Yell it nice and loud. What's going on with our tree in the winter? Good, it has no leaves, okay? It's resting. So I'm gonna draw a tree that doesn't have any leaves on it. You guys can do this also. And maybe I'll write no leaves down here. Great job, okay? You guys can pause it if you need extra time, but you can also do this after. You can finish it all up. All right, and then what's going on with our tree in the summer, or the spring, I'm sorry. Good, so in the spring, our trees start to have some buds on them. So I'm gonna draw, it still doesn't have a lot of leaves yet, okay? So I'm not gonna draw a lot of leaves, but I am gonna draw, I might take a different color so we can see this. I might draw some little buds on it. Okay, that means that those are leaves that are starting to grow, but they haven't yet. All right. So there's our buds on our tree. Okay, and we can write leaves are starting to grow. All right, so guys, go ahead and hit pause. Draw this out in your paper. Okay, color it the colors that they are. Okay, color it nice and pretty. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Keep up all your hard work. Have a great rest of your day.